Hey, Yarrdeharr, me harties, and welcome back to another map making video with Captain JaRs. So today I'm going to show you how to turn a working tower, a single working tower, or whatever it is in your map, that you need to replicate a lot. So we're going to take this and we're going to need 12 of them. So we're going to make 11 replicas with their own set of coordinates. Otherwise they are similar, just change all the coordinates, and we're going to do this as simple as possible because usually that can be pretty much a pain to do. So we're going to make it easier for us. But first of all, I want to tell you that the reason the crop is a little bit different in this video is because I'm going to jump in and out of McEdit quite a lot, probably 3, 4, 5 times to do different things. So I don't want to go in and out of full screen mode because it's a little bit derpy with Minecraft, which I have no idea why. But anyway, that is the reason. I hope you will be fine with it. So I'm going to start off by telling you how this original version, which we made, turned into this final version we have over here. And so this is the original version, which turned into this. It's a little bit smaller and has a new functionality over here, which is, if we actually start this, you can see that if we have a skeleton, we are supposed to get the wither effect if I actually put up the redstone. So we are getting the wither effect. And something that was mentioned is that they, by someone in the comments, I don't remember who, I'm sorry, is that they wanted it to actually hurt the zombies, which was the goal. So now the towers actually attack the zombies, which is a very nice feature, which I'm really happy about. So once you kill the skeleton, the tower goes on to the next version or to the next tower or whatever is going to happen after that. And what I did here is that I've added 2 separate clocks in the system. So we have one here, so I actually just added one, but I've changed the way the clock works. So this is the wither effect clock over here, and this is the zombie killing or attacking clock over here. And if a zombie is here, you can see that it powers this dust, which power this block, goes through here, and that turns off the wither clock. But there's actually no way of turning off the zombie clock or hurting zombie clock right now, which is if the tower is still on, which is probably going to be the zombie still taking damage, which isn't really what we want. Also, I want this to be smaller and a little bit easier to work with, so I made this one wide version. It works the very same way. I've taken this slice, putting it, let's see, skeleton down here. So it's the very same design. You have the clock over here, you have the torch, you have the comparator and the command block, and then you have the right slice here, and I put it on the top. So by simulating the skeleton being in the tower by turning off that clock, you will see that the wither effect clock is running. But you can also see that there is no zombies getting hurt. By taking this torch off, simulating that a zombie is in the area, you can see that the hurting of zombies is running. The bottom clock is still running though, but this effect is actually not running. So if I would place the torch back, there is no zombies here. I should be getting withered, and I am. But if I say that there is a zombie in the area, I am not getting withered. And that is because this command block is constantly powered and cannot be updated by another redstone pulse. And that is how the new clock works. You have one of the outputs going above and around to here just to be able to actually do it. And we have one taking the shortcut up here, turning off the other clock. So they're kind of turning off each other whether or not, or depending on the inputs, which is skeletons and zombies in the area. And finally, I just added the last effect, which is the effect of hurting on the second tower, like the tower behind you, which is a key point. So you can't just run into the enemy base without a problem. I hope you understand what this is for. It's the same as the ones behind here. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go into McEdit. I'm going to take all of this and just instantly remove it. Removing blocks is nothing difficult, so I'll actually not put that on camera because it seems a bit boring and pointless. No, I'll meet you in McEdit actually. So, hello and welcome to McEdit. I'm sorry about the weird look. McEdit hasn't been updated since 1.4, something like that. It still works perfectly fine. So it's a pretty old version of McEdit. So the black stained glass that we are using as a floor is called a locked chest. And the carpets are used for a future block, and we have a block of redstone which doesn't have a texture, but it's there. So 1.5 actually, it might have been the last time it was updated, because it does see the 1.5 blocks as actual blocks and not future blocks. It doesn't have any textures though, so what we're going to start off by doing is we're going to select this entire area, which is the old system. We're going to go up to the side. We're going to select the entire area. Make sure that everything goes away when I press the delete button. There we go, there's nothing there anymore. And then we're going to take this, which is the new design, try to select as much of it as possible with one block, or like with one swipe. So let's see, we'll go up, take that as well. We have that side, we need to increase that. Yes, that seems reasonable, so I'm going to take that. Take it and move it over there, seems fine. So I'm going to import it there. Take the clone right here, down at the bottom, and nudge it. Take a shift nudge, so it moves like that. Oh, is that really what I want? I want it like... Let's see. Yes, I want it like this, so they actually combine. So I'm not going to copy air. So make sure that this is not selected if you're going to intertween or like put them together, because they share this middle block together, both of the copies. And then I'm going to repeat this 11 times, which should give me 12 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. And we'll clone. So we should have 12 of them. So 3, 6, 12. Yes, we have 12 of them. And that's all that we're going to do for now. We have one more mission to do in McEdit, but we have to go back to the real world of Minecraft. So I'll meet you there in another second. So, welcome back to the real world of Minecraft. I've got something here. Let's put back this pressure plate since we managed to remove it. All we're going to use right now is actually the sign. We're going to use a filter created by Sethblings. Will not need these. Every other of these we will not need, because it's only the first towers that we're going to need. I did need that one, which was stupid of me to remove. So let's do that. Take this, copy, put it back. There should say the same thing, every single one of them. We will need this one, not this one. This one. And this one. So what did I do now? Okay, so we still needed one of those. There we go. This is going so well. Anyway, that should be every other. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Let's have them. Where did I go wrong? Yes, this is wrong. Okay, I've done completely wrong. Let me redo this. There we go. It's not always as simple as it seems to do stuff on camera. But now I've fixed it all. I managed to swap the sides of the redstone between the towers, which made it a little bit difficult. So the first towers have these first, and the second towers do not. If you don't remember what the first and second towers are, I'll show you in a second. But we have the north first, north second, middle first, middle second, south first, second, and then again on the red side, north 1, north 2, mid 1, mid 2, mid 1, south 1, south 2. So that's how it's going to work. You may also note that in the command blocks we do not have coordinates. We have the little hashtag square in some of them, and some of them should have the... oh, which one is it? This one it is. It has the dollar sign, and they are going to be used for command blocks. So let's step on this pressure plate and teleport to the map, because that is what we're going to do. We're going to teleport mid-map, and we're going to start placing signs. This is not one of the places where we are going to do that. So now we are on the north side, and what we'll do is, the reason we are on the north side is the north. So it's the reason we're starting at north is because the north was the very way to the left before with the building. So I'll just start there so I'll know kind of where I'm at. So what I'll do is I'm actually going to change a little bit of how the turrets are destroyed later as well. But we'll need a sign down here and a sign up here. One is for the area of effect. So the coordinates for the area of the effect. And that is going to be, we'll call it north. North, we're going to start with the lane. North first tower. Do we actually need anything else? North first, north north blue first. So it's the blue side, lane, color, what tower. So we'll keep it like that. We'll leave the skeletons for later, summoning the skeletons. No, we won't. We'll just do the same. NB1S skeleton. NB1S it's for the skeleton. So here we'll do the north blue 2, since it's the second tower, and then 2 blocks above we'll have the NB2S. So I'll keep doing this just for an example. I'll go, I don't need this anymore. Just for an example, I'll go to the red south. So if you figured it out already, you might have figured it out already. So what we'll type here is the south red first. It's SR1, south red first, and then south red first skeleton. So that is the typing I'm going to do, and I'm going to do one for each and every one of the towers. So we have south red 2, and then finally south red 2 skeleton. So I'm going to do this for all of the 12 towers. So welcome back to the map. now I've done all of them, as you can see on the little pillars blocks. We have the middle blue 1 skeleton and middle blue 1, middle blue 2 and middle blue skeleton. We have the my personal favorite, the middle red lane, Mr. 1 and Mr. 2. So yeah, we are pretty soon finished to go into McEdit and finish this one off. What we're going to do is make sure that we are spawning the first skeletons when the map starts. So I'm going to do this, fly over there. I'll probably get, yep, I get exactly where I wanted to. We also have to fill in these, so if we do it this, we have the north first tower, the blue north first. So we don't want to affect the blue team, we want to affect the red team on the north blue 2. And now here's the explanation. Oh no, I didn't want to remove the forget this, north blue 2 and red. So we saved it like that. This is the first tower on the north side and the first blue tower, and we are affecting the second blue tower, and that is because once a player goes, let's see, we have a pressure here plate here. I'll go explain real quick over here. We have the north blue tower. This is the one we just programmed, but if I'm a red player and this one is still standing, when I go inside this, I want to punish the player for going into the second tower. The second tower should still do damage, and that is why I did that to that command block, so that it will attack the opposite team for going behind this first turret. So here we have the test for zombies. So we're going to take north blue 1. I'm going to copy that because we want to save that for more command blocks. North blue 1, north blue 1. So we are essentially linking this command block to the sign over at the area. And what we're going to do is going to McEdit. We're going to run a filter that is going to look for a sign with this text. It's going to look for a sign with this text. It's going to look for a command block with this text. And then they're going to take the coordinate of the sign and put them inside the command block for us. So we have this. We have this one, which is north blue 1S. So we're taking the upper one, and we're going to take north blue 2 because we are starting the second turret. Once this is defeated, this one will turn on because there is a torch right there, which might be easily shown on over here. So when the tower is defeated, this torch turns off because the skeleton disappears. We are no longer finding the skeleton when using the test for command. And then we go in here and we summon the skeleton for the next lane, or for the next tower. So if we go back here, we will find that we're going to do the north blue second skeleton. That is the coordinate we are looking for. And then if someone kills the score, it is the red team that is going to get the gold. So there are no changes here, there are no coordinates or nothing here. But then I have to add the same thing to the next tower, and the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. Also, some commands that we are going to need to add is that I'm going to take the summon command and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place a block on the last one, so I know which one is the last. Do this, go over here, north blue 1 skeleton, and do the same. So I'm going to take the middle blue one skeleton. So the first towers needs to be added to the starting command, and then the south blue one skeleton. So these are the blue ones. Wool, please. So we have blue and red. So this one will add the first skeletons to the blue side, and this one will add the one to the red side. So the skeletons, they are very important. So I'll finish all the command things here and miss the one skeleton. So I'll finish the commands over here, and then we'll go back into MCEdit. I'm sorry it's taking quite a while, but it will be finished soon. So super quick recap before we go into MCEdit. I've put in the numbers, I thought. NB2. Let's put them in here. NB2. Did I just open the single one that I had missed? That's brilliant. I missed one, and that's the one I opened on camera. Perfect. So I put in the one in every single one of them except that one that I missed. Maybe I missed another, but we'll see that very clearly later. I've also added some command blocks in here to start and stop this setup. So we have set block at town clock is going to be the coordinates, and it's a redstone block. And it's the tower clock. They all run on one single clock, and here you can see the tower clock sign. So the signal is going to go through here, alternating repeater dust. The glowstone is still is there to make sure that the area is perfectly lit, so that there will be no lag, even though there is always day. Maybe later I decide that I want it to be a night map, or have the option to have a night map. So I'll put in the glowstone for now. Anyway, the reset mechanic is way easier now. Instead of having these, let's see, 24 command blocks, I'm using 2. One is kill all the skeletons on the map or in the world, and one is to set the block to air, so stop the clock and kill all the skeletons. And then the towers are reset. So that's really nice, and now we're going to go into MCEdit for a final time, and we're going to erase, no, we're not going to erase this yet. I'll keep that there for if something goes wrong. I'm going to make a backup, go into MCEdit, and I'll see you over there. Hello and welcome back to MCEdit. Here we have the full thingamajig. So we're going to go from over here, we have our commands to over here, just to make sure that we are selecting everything. Now the funny part is that I have to select both signs and command block at the very same time. So I'm going to pull this one out a bit, because over here is the map, and you can see the yellow dots are the signs, so I'm going to make sure that I select all of those as well. So it's going to be quite a huge area that I have to cover, and it usually goes really fine, but I've never tried doing it while recording. So all the towers are within the area. I don't actually have to go out that far. So you don't have to be very precise on where the... Oh, I did something wrong. Okay, so I somehow managed to actually go out of the world, so let's do that again. Once again, I managed to screw something up. Let's see, up with that, and let's go back. I think I managed to do Control W, which is basically just close the world. Let's go down there. We have those in range. Let's swim down over here and see that we have selected the bottom of the map as well. Yes, we have. Fly over here, double check, make sure that everything is within our range. It is. Then we select the filters. We see here we have the command block signs filter from Sethbling. I'll put a link in the description. We press the filter, it runs, and we'll see that when we go back into our world that signs have disappeared and command blocks have whoop-de-doo back on camera and in the Minecraft world. So we'll see this sign has disappeared, the town clock. So we can go, we had the town clock right here, ba-ba-da-bum. And you can see that this is the coordinates of where the sign was with a space in between them so that it will work with the set block command. Same over here. That did nothing. But you can see inside here where we use the hashtag instead of the $sign, you can see that the coordinates are spanned out by the commas. And over here you can see that the summon commands are actually not or spaced out with spaces as well, since there was the $sign right here. So all of these should have their commands, and if we fly over to the area, blank, over here, you can see that all the signs are gone, which is really nice. We don't actually have to remove them. You will just take a quick look, see, make sure that the all signs are gone. So if I actually start the map, we're just going to make a real quick thing. You can see all the zombies are spawning in. Almost all the zombies are spawning in. This one did not work. That single sign, I must have done something wrong. So there we have a problem. And these skeletons are actually leaving their areas, and that's why there are skeletons running all over the place. But we can fix that by resetting the map. All the skeletons should disappear. That one spawned because of the disappearing skeletons. That's a very good thing to note, that I'll actually have to double fire that. So lessons have been learned, things have gone wrong, some things have probably not gone wrong, but we have SBS South Blue 1 skeleton. Let's see, South Blue 1, that's over here. Here? No? Is it the same on 2? Nope. Okay, I'll check that out. We have a redstone block right here that's been set for some reason. Is it probably this one? Something, there's a redstone block here. So there's some things to change from the last setup. But it seems to be working fine for now. I'll do some testing and reworking, or not reworking, but perfectification, making it work as intended, perfectly set up the cages for the skeletons so they don't run hammock and crazy. But I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for keeping with me in this longer episode. If you did enjoy it, which you hopefully did, it was a really nice episode, I think. So if you did like it, feel free to leave a like. If you didn't, feel free to leave a dislike and tell me why you didn't like it, which is a very good point to make for me in a way, so I know what I've done wrong. Otherwise, have a really nice day, and I shall see you next time.